Hello friends. Welcome to Spinal Cord Injury TV. Here on this channel we promote spinal cord injury community, with their visuals, and analyze their everyday to-day activities. CAFO stands for knee ankle foot orthosis, which is a type of orthotic device used to support and stabilize the knee, ankle, and foot. While CAFOs are more commonly associated with conditions like lower limb weakness or paralysis due to neurological disorders or injuries, they can also be used by individuals with paraplegia, particularly for specific purposes. CAFOs may be utilized for individuals with paraplegia, which gives ambulation support. In some cases, individuals with paraplegia may have partial leg function or limited mobility. CAFOs can provide support and stability to the lower limbs, allowing for assisted ambulation using assistive devices like walker. It's important to note that the use of CAFOs for individuals with paraplegia should be assessed and prescribed by healthcare professionals, such as orthotists, physical therapists, or physicians specializing in spinal cord injury rehabilitation. They can evaluate the individual's condition, functional abilities, and goals to determine the most appropriate orthotic intervention and ensure proper fit, function, and safety.
I had to have a new CAFO made because my leg has atrophied too much and my old CAFO no longer fits. And it's too big by a lot, by more than a couple inches. As you can see here, I can fit my whole arm beside my leg in the brace, and this is as tight as it can go, so it's not offering the stability I need to walk accurately, so we needed a new one. We had to go right back to the beginning, so I had to have my leg recasted for my new brace. They couldn't use my old cast because it was just far too big. This is the mold, so my new CAFO will look exactly like my old one. It will be pink. Again, this is just the casting mold that they're using to make sure they have an accurate fit. Here they're going through all the markings, making sure that everything fits good. There's a few places that need to be taken in some more and some places that need to be cut down, so that is what they're marking here, and just checking to relieve any kind of pressure areas that are happening with this brace. Now they're just marking where to trim down the toe. I did get these shoes for my wedding. They were supposed to be my wedding shoes, but unfortunately Dave doesn't think that the brace in my foot is going to fit in this, even though I sized up. This was my last fit check with my new CAFO before the wedding. Over the last year, I've suffered a lot of atrophy and needed a new CAFO to help me walk at my wedding. A CAFO is a knee, foot, ankle orthotic, and it just helps solidify my leg so I am able to walk and stand a little bit better since that leg is completely paralyzed. I put my new CAFO inside my old one so you guys can really see how much my leg has shrunk over the last year, and that's just kind of the nature of this injury. My puppies love when these leg braces come out though, because they think it's time to do physical therapy and walk. It's kind of like play for them. I think she approves. So I love this pair of Nikes so much because it perfectly matched my wedding dress, but they were too snug, so I had to buy two separate pairs of shoes, but it all worked out and I finally have my wedding shoes. It's time to get wedding ready. I think like most people, I got a little stagnant over the summer, just enjoying the summer and the weather, so now it's time to get back in shape. I start with cardio, which is a really fast-paced walk for me outside, and then I come in and play with the dogs. Next, I wake up my legs by using my Paraplate. It just increases circulation and helps get those nerves pumping. I'm really working on getting my good leg nice and strong for the wedding, so that's why I'm not wearing my other leg brace. I'm just trying to focus on my strong leg. I'm also trying to increase my weight-bearing tolerance because when I'm upright or putting any weight on my spine, I'm in excruciating pain, so I'm hopeful that this will help with that. Then, like any good workout, I finish with a stretch and a cool down. Again, my back and my hips have been so tight. I really got to work on them, so this stretch kills me. Tummy time is my worst time, but probably the most beneficial. I'm walking outside today for the very first time since, the day of my accident. That's right, I've not walked outside since August 17th of 2020, and I'm super excited because I need to get really strong because in a few months, it is my wedding. My wedding is outside and I need to learn to walk in the grass. So this is my very first attempt, day one of learning to walk in the grass. Ryan proposed to me while I was still in the hospital, and I knew I was walking down that wedding aisle. No matter what it took, I was going to do it. And it's what I've been working toward over the last few years, but I didn't anticipate it to be this hard. The moment I went to push that walker and felt the resistance, I was like, oh crap, am I going to be able to do this? There was so much resistance between that and not being able to pick my leg up enough to get over the grass. I was really starting to panic this first round that I was not going to be able to do it, but it was my first try after all. Just pray to the universe for good things, and we're going to troubleshoot and go for round two. And that is exactly what we did. Ryan had put these foam pads on my sliders when we first got it, just to make it easier to glide over the floor in my house. So we took those off, and he remembered I still had a slider on one of my old shoes, so we put that on. I use these regularly at physical therapy, and it just really helps to glide over the floor, and apparently the grass, because it really worked. This was still incredibly challenging, and I will need lots of practice, but I think I can do it. And then I got to share this beautiful moment with Ryan. I forget sometimes how tall he is and how comforting he is, and I miss this so much. If I could have stayed in this moment with him forever, I would have. Well, that didn't really go as planned, but I'm not going to get discouraged because that was my very first time trying that. And it will only get better. I have a few months to practice. We'll do work on it every day, and I'm walking down that wedding aisle.
Kindly click subscribe. Thanks for your support.